ऋचा जी आपके
ऋचा मैम सामने
ऋचा जी यहाँ पे सामने हो गया सबका यहाँ पे
होगा तो मेरा भी होगा
ऋचा जी थोड़ा ये साइड यहाँ पे यहाँ पे देखिए इधर देखिए
Which way is color?
Thank you so much for being here. Look at you, looking lovely. Can't believe it's been only 40 days since you had a baby girl.
Yeah, it's not been too long at all actually.
You're looking amazing. Congratulations on your Iron Woman Award today.
Oh, thank you.
In fact, today we have many congratulations for you.
Really?
Your award, the baby, the Hira Mandi show. Amazing.
How are you? I'm good. How are you? Very good. Come now. Please come.
Yes sir ma'am.
I will add in one.
Yes.
We're all done.
Yes ready. Look here ma'am. ऋचा जी यहाँ Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I just want to
Yeah, some bus.
Okay.
You go ahead.
No, why don't no?
Okay, take it.
You should be in the bus.
How does it feel having Richa here today?
I am very, very excited to have Richa ji with us today because she is someone who lends her voice to every cause possible. Whether it's PETA, whether it's Me Too, whether it's body positivity, wherever you look, she's a woman truly of substance who's not just there for, all right, I'm a star who's doing acting. She's someone who's an activist. And that makes me so excited to have someone like her on a platform like this winning the I Am Woman Award. We are truly grateful, humbled and honored to have Richa ji with us today.
Oh, thanks so much. No one has said such nice words while given an award, so it's really my pleasure to be here. It's very generous of you to give me this award, and I'm stepping out for the first time since giving birth, so I'm also really excited to be here.
Wow, and everybody knows Richa ji is known to speak her mind. So there's no filters here, and what you see is what you get, and that's a very rare quality, Richa ji. We don't see that often. So we're extremely grateful for you coming here today.
Same. Thanks for having me.
Can you
Lovely.
give us a few lines for women who look at you for inspiration?
Oh, I think it's a real privilege that any woman or anybody actually looks at me for inspiration, and that I hope I can keep continuing to be authentic and inspiring them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Can't wait to get inside.
Come.
Haji. Acha.
Ma'am. ऋचा मैम
Thank you.
One last question for you.
Yeah.
How has motherhood made a difference to your life?
Oh, it's too soon to know the difference really. It's just been 40-45 days. So I guess I'll find out. Right now it's very hectic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. How are you? All right?
Very well. How are you?
Please have a seat. So, first, many congratulations, Aranaka. Some of us know that Richa has a 40-day baby girl. 40 days. This is the first time she had a baby. Right? So that's the first. The second is the roaring success of your very powerful and very significant role in Hira Mandi. We remember her as Laddo. And the third is the I Am Woman Award. So Richa, many congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So,
Thanks for having me.
thank you. Thank you so much for being here. You've always had a very strong opinion about how women are represented in cinema. And you've been vocal about it. So one of the things what we want to know on this platform from you is what and how do you think the Indian cinema industry has evolved when it comes to the portrayal of women characters? And what would you like to see change?
Well, to be honest, we've come a long way. We've always had cinema which, on the one hand shows empowerment, but on the other hand, very often we've had cinema back in the day where women were supposed to accept, anything that kind of goes, and they were kind of celebrated for their ability to withstand pain, in fact. In the 1950s, if there was a film like Bandhini, there was also a film in the subsequent decades called Main Chup Rahungi. So these are all things that make you wonder. I think it's pretty much the same today, where on the one hand we're in 2024 and there's several roles where powerful role models are shown to be women. Women are lawyers, astronauts, teachers, bankers. And on the other hand, there is still cinema that sort of doesn't give the woman the opportunity to shine in her true glory. So I think both things coexist even today. We have come a long way. But like you said, we have to celebrate progress and look at the important milestones, but there's still a long way to go.
Very inspiring. The film industry is of course very glamorous, but there's also a side which is not so glamorous. Right? What I think when we polled a lot of the people before you came here asking what type of questions, what was it really like you to talk about? And one of the answers that we got back was, what are some of the personal challenges you faced while being an actor or reaching where you are as an actor?
I think this job is challenging, and it's like it will never allow you to feel settled. You can't really, it's not a 9 to 5 office job. In fact, today before coming here, I was feeling so much anxiety that I'll be out in public for the first time. You know, when you have a baby, it's like a little bubble. You're feeding every 2 hours, your sleep cycle is gone. So I was quite anxious about even making a public appearance. But then this idea that it's going to be a room full of women really put me at ease, because I think women understand that kind of pain and that kind of sort of juggling both aspects of, like, suddenly putting on makeup and getting out of the house to having oil in my hair for 3 days back to back because I didn't have time to take a hair wash. So I would say that I would say that women understand actually the hurdles that one has to overcome in any profession. Someone rightly said that you have to try harder. If you're a woman, you have to prove it again and again and again. And unfortunately, the kind of world we exist in, my friend always says, if women are from Venus, men are from women. So this is a society that we can really work towards changing one day at a time, and the hurdles pretty much stay the same, in which society puts pressure on you to have your baby fast and your biological clock is ticking. At the same time, you're always wondering if you're missing out on the work front, or if your boss is simply overlooking you because they're imagining that now you're married and you're going to have a baby at some point and then you'll have to drop out of the workforce. The question we must all ask ourselves is, what can we do to make working conditions better, not just for us, but for everyone around, because women's rights are human rights. So specifically speaking to me, speaking about my challenges within the industry, I think it was just survival. Initially I came when you saw me in Goilaki, I just finished my college. I was surviving in Bombay by doing few ads and plays, repeatedly going for auditions. उसमें भी मेरे को बहुत होता कि नहीं मैं fairness product नहीं करूँगी, इंडिया में बहुत discrimination होता है fairness को लेके and things like that. So wasn't an easy ride, but I don't want to keep crying about this कि वो इतना बुरा हुआ मेरे साथ. I'm sitting here. I'm very grateful in a room full of such accomplished women, so I want to celebrate that.
That's fantastic. I don't know why I really thought we'll start this answer with the 99 retakes you took for Sanjana Bhansali. I read that last night. She did 99 retakes for a song and then got it right. Sorry, you got it right on the 99th time. You skipped the, you missed the
No,
century.
I think on the 100th take, he just said pack up and it was done. But the funny thing is that shot was never used.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
So ऐसा भी होता है.
So, and I said this earlier, I was saying this outside to you as well. You speak your mind. You're one of the few people who, at least I've seen, who've been in the public eye. You speak your mind. You don't care what someone's going to say. Dilsha ने ये बोल दिया, वो बोल दिया, ये problem हो गई. आपको फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि लोग क्या कहेंगे. So, मेरा इधर एक question आ रहा है. प्रशंसा तो हो ही नहीं है. Question भी आ रहा है. आप feminism के बारे में बात करते हैं. You talk about body shaming, you talk about the Me Too movement, you talk about so many different social causes, you've been part of PETA, you've done so much. So one is, what's the motivation to really lend your support to these causes? And two, and very importantly, how do you handle the criticism that comes when you stand up for the cause?
See, you must understand, we live in a country where विराट कोहली की बैटिंग पे भी लोगों को क्रिटिसिज्म होता है कि नहीं ऐसे खेलना चाहिए था. So this is armchair criticism. Only when you get down and dirty, when suppose Chandni who was speaking before me, आप उनसे पूछेंगे कि स्लम में जाके एक्चुअली काम करने में कितने कॉम्प्रोमाइजेस करने पड़ते हैं, कई बार अथॉरिटीज से कैसे डील करना है, जो बच्चे आपके पास पढ़ने आते हैं उनके माँ बाप से किस तरह से बात करनी है, खासकर लड़कियों के माँ बाप से उनको क्या बताना है कि वो रिपीटेडली उनको भेजे. तो only when you start doing something you realize the challenges that are, that come with the territory. Like, till such time you don't know. So I feel like it doesn't matter what people who don't understand the scenario entirely what they are saying, because at least you're making an effort. And every day if you shift the needle a little bit, every day if you start saying this much progress, like there's a Japanese concept called Kaizen, which is a little progress every day. You won't get to 0 to 100, but you have to go 0 to 10, and then 20, and then 55, and then maybe you come back to 45%, and then you go all the way. So I think that we have to keep making progress despite the criticism. I think women have been held back too long because of this criticism from society. Actually, even men have, bichare. Men also. बेचारे because उनको बचपन से बताया जाता है अरे तुम्हें नौकरी करनी है तभी तुम्हें दुल्हन मिलेगी, तुम्हें पैसा कमाना है. उन पे भी थोड़ा तरस खा लो बेचारे. वो मतलब they have nowhere to, they can't cry openly. They have so much pressure. So I feel like together we can make a change, but we must be kind to each other, both men and women.
Yeah. Kindness is highly underrated. So Richa, another question for you is, what's next for you?
I'll go home and feed and then go to bed, I guess. For the next 2 months, that's what it is, because you don't realize till you give birth that A, you don't realize how strong you actually are, and B, you don't realize that आप किसी का टिफिन बॉक्स बन जाते हो. You think, she's smiling at me, but she's like, oh, when मेरे को दूध कब मिलेगा? So like it's very confusing time. But I think that's what's next for me. Next few months, I'm going to be taking it easy. As far as working is concerned, I've gotten back to our production, which is called Girls Will Be Girls. Hey, what a surprise! And the film should release in India in the next 2 months, and as far as getting back on set is concerned, I think that should be towards the middle of November, after Diwali.
So this is the production house that you started with your husband. So, I mean, in a word, we can cut this out from the media if you don't want to answer this, but I did have a question from somebody in the audience who is in an intercaste marriage. And the polarizing society we live in, this has become something that has creeped into our conversations as well. And you've had an intercaste marriage as well. Did you ever feel that people looked at you differently because of that, or you were treated better or worse because of that?
Honestly, I feel like it's a gift to have love in your life, to really have a beautiful relationship where the man helps you grow and not just loves you and pampers you, but actually is interested in your growth. Is Richa a better actor? Is she a better person? Is she a better producer or writer? After being with me, the goal is to, have some kind of evolution together. So I feel like that itself is such a gift that when I went out there looking for love, I keep saying मेरी search में कोई filters नहीं थे कि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. And this is a country of Sunil Dutt and Nargis. So I never have that in my mind, and if somebody has that in their mind, then honestly I hope you're lucky enough to find true love where you can look past the differences and celebrate what's good between the both of you. And I just hatred helps nobody ever. It's like there's a war going on between Israel and Palestine. Does anyone go there for a vacation right now? No. Why is that? Because you need peace for progress. You need peace for prosperity. And this is what I firmly believe in, and I live my life by this principle.
So, last question, Richa. What advice would you like to give young women today, and in today's times, and the kind of place we live in? What advice, just from any perspective, would you like to talk about?
One vague, I can give vague advice like believe in yourself and all, but I would say just actually if you want like practical advice, I would say read a lot, newspaper, kitabe, jo marzi, be healthy. So you don't have to be size 0 or size 10, just walk every day, take some time for yourself. Invest, FD में मत करो, SIP में कर लो. I honestly we had to get married very quickly when lockdown and all ended, and suddenly there was a function. And the thing about getting married in your 30s is you have to pay for everything. So then it was so useful to me. I got married in 2022, and in 2017 I started these SIPs, and I basically funded the whole Delhi leg of my wedding with that. So practical advice like that I want to give. Be healthy, read, and I feel like women apologize a lot. Even I have this problem. I'm so sorry. May I say something? I'm sorry if you feel bad. Actually, I'm sorry. I just want to. I'm so sorry. And I just feel like we shouldn't be apologetic to take space. We are the reason the world exists, and we have to appreciate that, and we have to not be ashamed or scared to ask for what we want. I don't know if I'll get it or not, but if I go on an outdoors scare for a film, I may not ask for a hairdresser, but I may ask, please take care of my nanny, can you provide me with a nanny? Because, so I'm saying we shouldn't be afraid. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा, लोग ना बोल देंगे. But that's about it. Shouldn't be apologetic and shouldn't be afraid to ask for what we want, because if we don't ask, we'll never get it. So yeah, that's it.
Very practical and just, right? I mean, it's not a theory, you can actually put that into practice. So, thank you so much for being here today. It is a pleasure to have you. Could we have Richa's word?
Yes, it's already here with us. Can we have a huge round of applause for our ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much, Richa. From seeing you on screen, watching you there, it's been a privilege. As Karan already said, you've always spoken your mind, and we're very grateful. Keep doing that. You inspire us, guys. Can we have a huge round of applause once again? She has been an inspiration throughout. And Karan, thank you so much. We are indeed very grateful for you to set up such an outstanding platform.